Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices, and starting with the DAX here. We've got wave 3 here, wave 4 here, that's quite clear, and we've been tracking 5 waves to the upside here. So we're looking at 1 and 2, a nice strong third wave here, the 4th wave, and we're looking for 5 waves here in the 5th wave here to make this end here. So we're looking at these pretty much in line with the Frank stocks within the Nasdaq, the Googles and Amazons and so on, and the Nasdaq itself, and also the S&P. So the DAX will work in with that group there, and so our focus is in here. So moving from the daily chart to the 4-hour chart, picking up that wave 4 here. We've been looking at this as wave 1 here, quite clear, wave 2 here, and the sort of strong third wave coming up into this space here. One of the questions we do have is wave 3 sitting over here with wave 4 on that little spike just here. I'm just going to clean this up here. We'd expect some sort of correction across the 500 here, 5 being a strong number, and how this is going to play out. Normally what we would see here would be the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then the corrective pattern, and then a move up through here. There is a space here for this to just move straight up from here, and that's what we need to look at. This is a little bit puzzling here. There's a couple of ways we can look at it, and not that makes it any easier. So then we'll revert back to what would be a safe trading signal to take to trade something, to trade this market to the upside if it broke to the upside. I'll just go into the hourly chart here. I'm not sure if I've done work on this part or not. Okay, yeah. So there's a way of looking at this in terms of when I first looked at this, I thought, well, I'll just wave 3 would go here, and we'll see wave 4 sort of unfold. But I'm sort of looking at this here. I'm just going to bring across a 1-minute chart from the cash market, from this high here over to this low here, and just to sort of shoot the breeze on it a little bit. So this bar in the middle here makes it Thursday's play from here and Friday's play from here. And from this high here, it looks like we've got 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, a 4th and a 5th wave. So it does appear that we've got 5 waves here, but at the same time, we've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. So it looks like we are impulsing to the upside here. After these little 5 waves here, we would see an ABC correction coming to this, and then further to the upside. So we'll look at that in a moment. So this 5 waves is a little bit puzzling for me because I don't have all of Thursday's move in here, but I'm thinking that what I was thinking here is that all of this could be the A wave down to here, and then this is 5 waves moving up here. So I'm thinking that this is an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here for a larger B wave, and then the C wave here. So I'm thinking an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here for the wave 4 here. So I can't rule that out. So that would be the A wave to here, the B wave, and the C wave here. It's possible, but the main point here is that that we're kind of going into the Elliott wave guessing game here at the moment. So we need to acknowledge that doubt, and we need to, work with something a little bit more solid with all of this. Now, I would normally assume, as I just mentioned here, that we have the arrival, which is this one here, the reaction here, and then we're looking for the first high above the level, which hasn't really come into play yet. And the other point here too is that I'm expecting the Amazon up. Since Amazon's one of the drivers, so if we just have a quick look at that here, whoops, wrong one. This one. So let me just clean this up here. So with Amazon, we've been looking at, this is wave 2 here, and we've been looking at wave 3 here, and we're looking at wave 4. I could probably go down 1 more degree. This could be a green one here as well, but not that it matters. But we looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, then wave 4, and then looking for, triggering this into the upside here. So this is why I think that if this is going to carry on to the upside through here, then we'll see that occur with our market here, of just moving straight up through here. So just going into the tick chart here with this. So this is one way of looking at it, is having wave 3 over here and having wave 4 down to this space here. And then looking at these 5 waves as wave 1, but this does appear to be 5 waves down here. But still, I can put it as wave 1 here. I can put this as wave 4 over here as well, as I just mentioned, and we can have this as the A wave all the way down to here, then A and a B and a C wave up here for the B wave up here, and then the C wave down here for wave 4. Or we could count this as wave 1 and wave 2 here. So in this case here, we've got wave 1 here and wave 2, then we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, and the ABC for the fourth wave. This is a 100 tick chart. And then we've got wave 5 to the upside here. So we're looking for an A and a B and a C wave down to the 50-60% retracement level here. It may only come down to the wave 4 of one lesser degree. We could look for from B to C here. We could look from equality within wave A and wave C. And we could also look for 5 waves in wave C here, which is not finished yet. You could drop that down into a 10 tick chart or 5 tick chart to nail that down. So I was thinking, because there is a little bit of, it does appear that we're going up. So it's really a matter of finding a safe entry. So one entry would be at top of wave B here, okay? But if the market dropped down here further, then having this line through the top and this top here could be a trigger to help move into it through here as well. Of course, the other thing here too, that if the market does drop down into the box here, then if you're going to go long, you really want the 1365, the lower end of group 2, as the support. So if it pops into that and sits on that nicely, you could glean a position and then double your position on the 72 as a tested support, then add on to this and then take part profit at the 500 here, because you will see some type of corrective move come across there. But yeah, so there's a couple of different ways to count this here. I'm not quite sure which is the best one to work with at this stage. I think the wave 4 here, wave C of 4, and having this move up here would be in line with the rest of the global market. So that's something that we'll certainly consider. The AEX is moving along quite nicely where we want it to move. Within all of this, so we really wanted to see these tops here triggered out here. So that would be the catalyst for that. We don't need that and that. So that's just still really waiting there. So we're still looking for a move higher through here, and we could also look at this as wave 1 and 2 in here as well. Or sorry, wave 1 and 2 up to this point. So if the DAX pulls back, it's likely to see this pull back somewhat and then move up from there. But yeah, it's showing all the right things, just not moving too far to the upside. And the FTSE, so we're on track here as well. We know we're just keeping a wide stop here. We know that this market, there's a couple of ways that this could sort of play out here. This wave 3 could be hit. Normally I'd find wave 3 hitting on the next level here, so that's why I'm not too fussed about this. If this was our trigger here, then we just really need to leave the stop out of the way, and we may even get another move down here first before seeing further upside here. So do keep the stops out of the way at this point. Yes, it is possible to put the wave 3 over to this here, but I'm just going to leave that. It's more of a question of just leaving the stop out of the way and keeping this as the target here, and we'll sort of line this up with the global markets as well. We'll know if there's more, if this is going to be a top here, or we're going to see a top at the 76.50 where I think it's going to be. But certainly this trend to the upside is not completed yet. All right, cheers.